Okay, guys, so this is gonna be a short vlog. I just haven't felt the best today, so um, but but anyway, Indiana did clinch a number one seed in the Big Ten tournament today, and they did it through the help of Michigan State beating Wisconsin 58-43. Michigan State was at home, so this helped Indiana out a great deal. The question is this: uh, Indiana plays at Ann Arbor Sunday, I believe. Indiana's lost 2 out of the last 3 games. They lose at Ann Arbor against Michigan. That will put them, they'll lose 3 out of 4 then, and that wouldn't look good. Anyway, like if Indiana does lose in Ann Arbor against Michigan, they will still get the number one seed in the Big Ten tournament. Anyway, guys, if Indiana does lose in Ann Arbor, then they would have lost 3 out of the last 4 games. I don't think it would look good to the selection committee. Indiana losing 3 out of the last 4, and then say they lose the first game in the Big Ten tournament or something crazy like that. That's losing 4 out of the last 5 heading into Selection Sunday, and that would, I don't see how Indiana could be a number one seed if that happened. I just don't. I don't think Indiana is quite a lock for a number one seed right now. I mean, the overall number one seed, it ain't gonna happen. But I don't see. That's still a possibility, but I don't, right now, they will not an overall number one seed. But if they lose, if they get upset in that tournament, and they lose at Michigan Sunday, let's see, that would put them at 25-7. That would, without a doubt, in my opinion, put them in a number 2 seed. So it is important that Indiana beats Michigan. I think if Indiana beats Michigan, I think, let's see, what would that put them at? Put them at 26-5. And then if they lost the first game of the Big Ten tournament, it'd be 26-6. That'd be pushing it as a number 1 seed. So they have to win a couple more. I think they lose at Michigan, it'd put them at 25-6, and then if they win 2 games in the Big Ten tournament and then lose, that'd put them at 27-6. I don't know. I'm gonna look at the poll. Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of teams that hasn't lost as much as Indiana. And I don't know. I mean, you have Gonzaga 29-2. I think they will lock for number 1 seed, possibly. I would say they'll pretty much lock for number 1 seed. Duke, there's just a lot of teams who's lost 3 or 4 games. That's what I'm saying. Indiana might be really cutting it close, getting a number 1 seed if they lose. If they get upset early in the Big Ten tournament, then you'd be talking about a number 2 seed possibly. So Indiana has to watch it here. It's a very critical time. Another big game today. Kentucky loses at Georgia, 72-62. And Georgia is definitely on the outs when it comes to the NCAA tournament. They're 9-8 in the SEC, and they're 15-15 overall. There's a lot of debate going on right now whether Kentucky's going to make it or not. A lot of people saying they won't, and I have to agree. Kentucky does have a game. Kentucky is 20-10 overall, 11-6 in the SEC, but they do have a big opportunity in the SEC tournament, and this Saturday or Sunday they're playing against Florida in West Arena. So with a big win against Florida and maybe a win in the SEC tournament, they'll win. If not, they're in a little bit of trouble. It's just, you feel bad for Kentucky. I'm an Indiana fan, and I have a love-hate relationship with Kentucky, but you feel bad for them. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much you dislike a team or love a team or whatever. You don't like to see a big player go down, and I feel very bad for Noel. And I just feel bad for the other student athletes at Kentucky because, I mean, they've put a lot of work into the season, but Calipari says they've been uncoachable and they just don't have a strong desire to win, and so they deserve to lose. I mean, I feel the same way about Indiana, but you do feel bad about how things have went for Kentucky this year. Or Noel, so I don't know. Like I said, this is going to be a short vlog, and I don't know what I'll talk about tomorrow, but I just haven't felt the best today, so I'm still editing yesterday's vlog, so I'm behind, but until tomorrow, hope everybody has a great day or night whenever you see this, because I am behind. The snow is melting away here. It's supposed to get up in the 50s. And each year during Selection Sunday here, tournament week, the first week of the NCAA tournament here in Indiana, it seems like the weather breaks. It seems like we get at least a day in the 60s or maybe even 70s. And I'm excited for that. And it is warming up outside. We got all that snow and it's melting away. But anyway, until tomorrow, peace.